is a bit of an unusual morning because Mila's still sleeping and it's almost 10 o'clock, but she woke up at 4 today and she was super hungry, so I gave her a bottle. So I'm assuming she's fine and she's just sleeping. So I already pumped, I already made breakfast, I already had my shake, I made my coffee. So I'm just gonna work a little bit before she wakes up and get my day started. But having an infant, definitely, you just don't know how your morning's gonna start off, how your night's gonna be. You know, a lot of times it's different kind of things that goes on, so you have to be very flexible and very patient and very understanding. So that's called mom life. So Mila has went to sleep. It's 2:40 in the afternoon. She was tired, just for a short nap, but I wanted to show you guys this is also vegan. It was in a little cupcake, but this is actually a fudge brownie that you can make. So whenever you have chocolate cravings, you know, a lot of people think that if you're eating vegan you can't have any sweets, or people that are vegan think that they can eat unlimited sweets, which that's not a healthy way of eating. There is a way of being vegan and unhealthy, believe it or not. But this is only about 4 ingredients, I think. I looked up a recipe. I didn't have chocolate morsels because I couldn't find vegan chocolate at the store. Something's flying around me. So I used cocoa powder, and the one I had was dark chocolate. So basically it's 6 tablespoons of coconut milk, and it comes in a can. You can get it in the baking section of your store. You put it in the little pot over medium. Turn on your not oven, your burner on medium. So 6 tablespoons of coconut milk, and then 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and then you can drop in some chocolate morsels, or if you don't have chocolate morsels you can do coconut powder, and it calls for a cup of chocolate morsels, but I used maybe 3 full tablespoons of coconut. This is dark chocolate, so it turned out to be really, really rich. I would have probably used a little bit less. That, and then I think that, oh, because this is cocoa powder and it's unsweetened, I added some powdered sugar. And then I just poured them into this cupcake little holders, and I put them in the freezer, you know, for an hour or so, and then you can just enjoy them. So they kind of look like this. Of course, the white is actually them kind of unthawing from being frozen, and then I topped them off with some pecans. So, you know, whenever you have your chocolate craving, or when your kids go to sleep or nap and you have a little moment to yourself, this is a good way to unwind. But it's actually like a really thick brownie, so, you know, it's not bad. Vegan food's not bad. I think a lot of people poke fun at vegan food because they think that all you eat is grass, but that's very not true. You can cook a lot of different foods and different varieties, and you really do feel great. You feel a lot better. You don't feel as sleepy, as tired, and of course I would say that, you know, it's better to follow a good regimen. Just like any foods, even if you do decide not to be vegan, there's always a good balance. So you don't always want to be eating this, but you want to kind of have a good mixture of things so you get different kind of nutrients. You know, and once in a while you can splurge. Super rich. It's super, super rich. She just woke up. She woke up at 10, so just a little bit after I said that I was going to work on my computer, of course. So I just fed her, and usually I feed her, she really likes the texture of like the avocado and banana. so kind of like a fluffy, smooth texture. She kind of gags. She kind of gags at the texture of like applesauce. So I do have to mix that in. But I do buy these right here. These are organic baby foods. And what I'm doing is basically mixing it in, you know, either with the banana or with avocado to make that texture. These are actually really, really good because number one, they're organic. Number two, you can get, like, a lot of times the store has a sale 10 for 10. And then on that app that I talked about, if you follow me on Instagram, I talked about an app called Ibotta, and I'll link it down below for you guys. They actually had a rebate of $2 if you buy 6 of them. So I bought 10, I scanned the receipt, I scanned the 6 of the cans, I got $2 back, plus some of these were on sale for 89 cents. So at the end, if you calculated, they kind of turn out to be about 50 to 60 cents, which is a really, really good cost for an organic product. So I find it easier for me to buy these kind of things and mix it in with fruits that I actually purchase, because if I buy a whole, let's say, several carrots or sweet potatoes, it might not last long, plus I'm gonna have to cook it. But this is a way that I can mix in avocado and banana, and she gets different kind of nutrients. So I do that every 2 weeks. But she just ate, I have to wash her face, and then I'm actually going to plant my little herbs. My mint has survived, but my dillweed, which is kind of harder to keep alive, I guess, and then sweet basil, I really like the basil, and the parsley. Since we're more vegan now, I want to make sure that we have a lot more herbs. So I bought this like a basin, I guess, like a garden basin, and I'm gonna hang it on the wall where the rain doesn't really saturate it, so I can take it on and off, and I'm hoping that that will help with the growing process, because the sun will definitely reach them. I just want to make sure that they're not soaked. Sometimes I'm not home and it's pouring rain, and so it gets watered too much, and then I forget to drain it, and that's how it died. So I'm gonna have to transfer my mint, and then I'm gonna put all 4 of these in here, and we'll see how it works. If this works really well, then I'm gonna buy some more herbs that I'm, you know, kind of getting introduced to, because with the vegan diet, I think a lot of it is all about, you know, putting a lot of herbs in your diet, so the food is like tasty, which, I mean, I feel pretty good. This is our 4th day, and we've eaten a lot of the herbs and a lot of the healthier stuff, but we've definitely stopped with the meat products, and you really can kind of tell the difference. So I'm feeling good, doing good. So that's kind of what is the plan for today. So I got interrupted because I didn't have any more space, but as you can tell, kind of made a bit big of a mess. But I bought an organic potter mix, and then I replanted my mint, so I had plenty of dirt left. And then these are actually, I believe these are like wire, large storage hangers. I got them from Lowe's. It said that it's for like your wires, or I guess hoses, I don't know. And I was going to get a shelf, but I was kind of concerned about it being outside and in the rain, and I didn't want it to get ruined. So that's another thing I had to consider, and this actually works out pretty good because the bottom of this little plastic basin actually has grooves, and so you can put them in between so it doesn't slide in or out. So even if there's a strong wind, you know, it's heavy enough to stand, but it's not gonna like flip over or anything like that. So it was kind of cool because these were only, I think 2 of them were $5. So pretty good, because most of the shelving, it would probably cost around, a durable one, probably $20. So I kind of saved money there. So I bought these for $5, and then the basin was I think $10, and then the herbs I believe were $3 a piece. So we'll see how I can do with this, and hopefully can survive a little bit better than what I had before, because I had them in these right here and it just didn't work as well. It's like hot tamales in here, but just hung up my plants. That's what they look like. These turned out to be really, really good support, and plus the siding is like actually wood, so I didn't have to put any kind of support into the wood. And this only weighs about maybe 7 pounds. It's not that heavy. Let me close this door. But that's pretty much it. We're gonna see if it makes any difference. So they do still get a sun, but throughout the day they still get some shade. I've had them out there before, and I would forget to tend to them, and that's kind of how they died. So hopefully this will turn out for the better, and I will have more good news for you guys. But if you guys enjoy our videos, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time on our next vlog. See you later. Bye.